What's going on, my good people? What's going on? It's your boy Derrick Casey coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. And I hope that you guys are having a wonderful start to your day. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to speak about something because it was on my mind and on my heart to get out. Because I just realized, and not just realized, but kind of been noticing this, is that all these years I've been lied to. All these years I've been lied to. But I'm glad that I know the truth now. And I'm going to break that down to you. So you hang tight. We'll let Facebook do its thing. Bring some people on. Like, I'm going to break down this lie that I was told. Because maybe it was the same lie that you were told. I don't know. But I'm sharing with you guys from my experience in life and what I was lied about and how my views changed. You know what I'm saying? How my views changed. So let me go ahead and we're going to get some people on here. We're going to do the damn thing. We're going to rock this out real quick. So bear me one moment, y'all. And if you're coming on, just come in and say what's up. See how everything's going. Like I said, we going to rock this thing out. Do what we do. Hey, good morning. What's going on? So we're going to dive into it in just a minute here. Just waiting for some people to chime in, and then we're going to get this thing rolling. Get this thing rocking and rolling. Got Joanne. What's up, Joanne? What's going on? Send you a wave. What's up? What's going on? Thank you so much for chiming in. I appreciate you. Let's see who else we got coming on board here, man. We got some people coming in, man. We rocking with them. Hold up. Get some more people. A lot of people busy right now, so. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead. For time's sake, we're going to dive into it. So the one thing I realized, man, is all these years I've been lied to. And maybe not on purpose, you know what I'm saying, just kind of based on how society goes or whatever the case. I was led to believe that you would never be successful in life if you did not have a college degree. So for years, I stressed because I didn't have a college degree. So let me give y'all a little bit about my story. So back in 2002 is when I graduated. Oh, man, a couple of years, almost 20 years out of high school. That's crazy. But yeah, back in 2002, I graduated from high school. I began college that August. So I was going for business administration because I was unsure what I was trying to get into. When I got into college in August, that November, my father passed away. And I ended up having to drop out of college because I had to take care of my family. My mom wasn't doing well health-wise. My sister was still in high school, so now I had to be the man of the house. So I ended up letting college go, and I started my work career at a young age, about 18, coming out. And during this time, I always had that aspiration of going back to college once things like settled down in my life. But because I was the only one bringing in money and I was the breadwinner in my family, that just wasn't an option. I couldn't stop working because then that means that my family would suffer financially. So I had to get in and I had to go ahead and do what I had to do. So I just never went back to college. Now, all these years, man, I was kind of like kicking myself because I'm like, man, I should have went back to college. I should have got a degree and did all of these things. But to be honest, what happened for me back in 2002 when my father passed away, may he rest in peace, and I had to withdraw from college. Me withdrawing from college, me dropping out of college was a blessing in disguise, and I didn't know it. It was a blessing in disguise, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because I could have went through college and got a degree and things like that, but here's the problem. The thing is that college degrees don't guarantee you employment. It doesn't guarantee you employment. I don't think a lot of people realize that. What it does is that it gives you a better way to compete with other people who are fighting for the same position that you're going for. So, for somebody that may not have a college degree, depending on what kind of job you go to, as they're looking at the resumes and things like that, If you don't have a college degree, you kind of go in this pile, but the ones with college degrees and stuff go over in this pile. So it gives you a chance more to get your foot in the door with certain companies, right? But it doesn't guarantee you a job, nor does it make you more qualified than somebody that does not have a degree. Here's the reason why. Because even though you have a degree, okay, you still don't have the experience that comes along with it. You have to gain that experience by getting in and getting started. So when you get into a job, you still have to go through the training. You got to learn the business. You got to go in there and you have to build your success within a company, right? So a college degree doesn't automatically give you that, right? And I'm gonna give you for an example. When I started in sales, I want to say it was around the age of 20 going on 21, right? And my first sales job was Cellular One. Now I don't have a degree. I wasn't in college anymore, but there were 40 people, okay? 40 people that went in for this position. It was only one position. We had people that had degrees, all of these different things. But I ended up getting that job, okay? Here's the reason why. Because when I sat down with the district director and we were going through our interview, he asked me one question. And he said, Derrick, how would you feel if I had an applicant that had like 6 years experience and they already had a bachelor's degree? How would that make you feel? And my answer to him was, just like anybody else, I would be nervous. However, it doesn't make that person more qualified than me because they have a degree, because we're still on the same level when we come into this job, because we still have to learn the business. We still have to learn how to sell things about the customers when we come in. I say the difference between them is that somebody with a degree comes in with their chest out thinking they have all the answers. As for me, I'm young, ambitious, and I'm ready to learn, so that way you can mold me into the successful salesperson that this company is looking for. Okay? That was my answer. I kid you not. I walked out of that interview at about 11:30, 1 o'clock. They called me back and said, do you want the position? It's crazy. Kid out of high school, no college degree, no nothing. 40 applicants for one position, and I get the job, right? So that just goes to show that, when you walk with that type of confidence and you go into a job and you interviewing, the degree is nothing. Because here's the thing. I'm going to tell you this much. There's certain careers where you definitely need college, right? You got your health career, doctors, nurses, things like that. You definitely need to go to college so you can learn the insides and the inside scoops and everything that you're doing, right? Get it. There's other areas where you need the college degree. But for the most part, guys, a college degree without any type of experience is like you having no college degree at all. And this is what really opened my eyes to the fact that I really didn't need college for myself. And like I said, everybody's different. This is my experience. I'm not saying that you're wrong if you went to college and you got your degree. I'm not trying to debate with you guys, okay? But I'm just telling you from my experience what happened for me. What really opened my eyes was when I started seeing my friends, they were going to school and they were putting in all of this time and everything. And when they got out, the majority of my friends didn't even end up with the dream career that they had worked so hard for while being in debt. So a lot of my friends ended up being like shift managers at grocery stores and fast food places and all of this. You didn't go to college to come out to be a shift manager at a department store or a grocery store or at a fast food restaurant or whatever the case. Or you didn't go to work so hard in college to be a factory worker. That's not why you went to college. And so now they didn't went in, and now they're in debt. They're in a job where they're making far less money. So now they're totally buried on the debt. And I kept seeing that over and over and over and over again. So the feeling that I had, the guilt that I felt because I didn't go to college because of the lie that was told to me that like I needed a college degree to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Like that started to unwind, because I'm like, I don't want to be like that person. I don't want to be in debt. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go and work hard to not have the job that I work hard for. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really opened my eyes. And I started moving forward. I've been in my sales career since a young age, you know what I'm saying, and cruising through. I've always went into companies and worked my way up to, top management and things like that in companies. just because of my work ethic. So the college degree never really hindered me from being able to be successful and make the type of money I wanted to make and things like that. But what really opened my eyes is that also in colleges, they don't set you up to be wealthy. Our educational system don't set us up or our children up to be wealthy. They are preparing you to work for somebody else for the rest of your life. They are preparing you to work for somebody else for the rest of your life. And I knew for a fact that, like, I'm like, man, like, I done worked and, you know, I've done my thing, you know what I'm saying, as far as that. But I'm getting to a point to where, like, I'm about to be 36 this year. I got 4 years to 40. By the age of 40, I don't want to be working for somebody else. I talk to customers on a daily basis that been working for somebody else, and they're no further in life than they were when they got started. And then when they get to retirement, now they can't retire because they just didn't learn anything. They didn't learn how to invest. They didn't learn the things that would set them up for them to be successful and wealthy, right? And be able to leave something for their children. You know, and I know that because my parents, they worked for somebody else. When my parents passed away, we didn't have much. You know what I'm saying? Because my father, he ended up leaving us some like life insurance money or whatever the case. But my mom, she didn't have anything. So when my mom passed away, guess what? We had to get the family together and pinch our pennies just so we can have a decent burial. And nobody should ever have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? My mom still had debt that we had to try to take care of. You know, all of these different things. So now you have a chance to be able to change that. Not just for yourself, but for your babies to be able to get them set up. So, like, when I come to you guys and I share these videos and I'm talking about like MWR Financial, it's not even about, oh, the money that I'm making, but it's about the education that I learned. I spent far less money to get invested, right? Far less money than I would have if I would have went to college to gain so much more valuable information that will last me a lifetime. Let me say that one more time so y'all understand what I'm talking about. I invested far less money to be with MWR Financial and to be with the experts and gain this knowledge than I would have spent being in college, right? And I gained so much more value. So I spent less money to gain more value than I would have if I would have spent a lot more money in college, because college was only preparing me to work for somebody else for the rest of my life. But with MWR Financial, it's teaching me to stand on my own 2 feet without having to become dependent on a job, without having to become dependent on the government, where I can really come in and I can understand the rules of the wealthy and how the money game works, so that way I can get my money working for me. First and foremost, take my money back that I've been overpaying to the government. A lot of you right now working jobs don't realize that you are overpaying in taxes. A lot of y'all don't realize that. Y'all mean, well, let me backtrack. Y'all know it. Y'all see y'all checks. Y'all just don't know what to do to correct that. Okay? A lot of people are filling out their W-4s wrong. They don't know how to fill those things out. Well, with MWR Financial, we got a team of licensed experts and enrolled agents with the IRS that help you every step of the way. So when they told me that I can go and I can get my money back from the government that I've been overpaying, I said, absolutely. They said, we send us the information. We just need your last 2 pay stubs and your last 3 years of tax returns. And then you send that over. And they literally took that information, adjusted the W-4, filled it out for me, sent it back. I just took it to my job, and boom, on my next paycheck, I had an increase. I never would have been able to do that by myself. A college wouldn't have been able to teach me all of that. You know what I'm saying? Going to college wouldn't have taught me that. But $228 has taught me how to reduce the taxes that I'm paying. That $228 I invested last year has increased my credit scores. You know what I'm saying? That same $228 helping me and my wife get out of debt. That same $228 is preparing us to really put our money to where our money's going to grow. We ain't gonna have to worry about nothing for retirement. Our children ain't gonna have to worry about anything. That simple $228 that I invested one time last year, a year and a half ago, has gained me so much over this year and a half. Meanwhile, people are spending $100,000, like, $60,000 to $100,000 to go to college, to come home to nothing, to be under debt, because now you got to pay that money back, and now you got a low-end job with a degree. And I heard one of my mentors say something at one of our seminars, and he said when he went to school, he spent $90,000 on college. He said every time he walks past that degree hanging on the wall, he said, is that a degree or is that just a receipt? That's exactly what he said. And that like really hit home for me. But all these years, I was taught to do things one way, and I followed that course. But what I noticed when I was following that course, I was never getting anywhere. I was just on this hamster wheel, running in place the whole time. When I started connecting with people and really opened my eyes to this whole new world, of ways to be able to generate income and to be connected and all these things, like my whole world opened up, and I ain't have to have a college degree for that. I ain't have to have a college degree. And I've learned so much now. Like, once again, for anybody watching this video, I'm not debating and saying college is terrible. I'm not saying I ain't going to send my kids to college and all of this stuff. But I'm just saying from my personal experience and what I've learned and what I've experienced during this time, I have literally learned more and invested less money than I would have if I would have went to college and spent all of that money to get that knowledge to have nothing when I got out of college. Okay? So my question to you guys is, what is your freedom worth to you? What is your freedom worth to you? See, you sacrifice a lot right now for these jobs. My daughter's teacher came over to visit because my kids are starting traditional school next week. And she came over and she said, man, it breaks my heart. I can't wait till these kids come back to school. She said, there are mornings I get up and I see little kids logging in to their iPads to get ready for school that's home by themselves. Because you got a single mom out there that's just trying to stay afloat, trying to provide a roof over their baby's head, trying to keep food on the table. And they're sacrificing that for the job because in their mind, they feel like if they don't go to work, they can't make it in life. And my job is, through my experience in life, through the things that I went through, is to use that as leverage to come out here and shift the mindset of people and show you a different way. To show you a different way. Because what you're doing right now, it works for the time, but for the long term, you're gonna miss out on so many amazing things in life because you locked in on a job and you feel like you can't shake and move from that. So I'm just here to share that with y'all because I want y'all to wake up. Them old principles that we live by, that go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a degree, get your dream job, and then buy your house with the white picket fence. They call that the American dream. That's no longer. If you look at our economy today, millions of people standing in an unemployment line, waiting for a handout because they don't got a job because doors had to shut down. People right now living paycheck to paycheck, just trying to stay afloat from from Monday to Tuesday, from Tuesday to Wednesday. They can't even think about what's going to happen in the future, which means guess who they're neglecting? They baby's future. So if you could tell me, that you're working towards your freedom, your time freedom, and your financial freedom ain't worth a simple $228 investment that could literally change your life like it has mine, you're going to be stuck. And all I can do for you is pray for you and hope that you find what it is that you're looking for, okay? But I'm telling you guys right now, don't get stuck. You got to change that now. You still have time. You still have time to change that, to get out of that mindset. All right, you got to take that employee hat off and you got to think big, because right now as an employee, you are limited. You are only getting paid what they think you're worth. But when you get a chance to get into a business of your own, especially a home-based business, guys, the sky's the limit. There's no limit to what you can achieve when you start your own home-based business. The same energy that you put into being at your job day in and day out, no matter the weather, no matter if your babies are sick, that same energy that you put into your job to please your boss, you should take that same energy to put into your business to please yourself. To please yourself. You don't need somebody telling you day in and day out when you got to clock in, when you got to clock out. See, you got to be like me. You got to be smart. See, my job is leveraging me to build their dreams, right? To build up their company and do what they doing, right? So I'm taking that and I'm leveraging my job to get me where I'm going, right? So the long-term goal is, yeah, I got the job. The job is holding down the fort right now, making sure the bills is paid, making sure the babies is good. But I'm busting my ass in my business. Okay, I'm busting my ass in my business because I know where my business can take me. So when you sit down, guys, I'm encouraging you to get started, because having a home-based business is not just about making money. There's so much more benefit to it. You can save in taxes just by starting a business. How would you, what if I could show you a way to invest your 228 so we can get you connected to the experts? All you got to do is get your last 2 pay stubs, your last 3 years of tax returns, get them over to our enrolled agents. They fill out that W-4 for you, send it back within a few days. You take it to your job, and now you have an increase on your paycheck, your very next paycheck. Would you be mad and invest in 228 to get $300 or more back in your check a month? I'm telling you. And that's without recruiting anybody. You don't got to recruit nobody to get your money back from the government because you started a business. That's your hard-earned money that you've been overpaying to the government tax-free. So now you get a chance to do that, and that's not even accounting for the money that you're going to make in your business, which gives you more leverage to be able to do more for your financial future. So that way, when you done working, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. When you done working, you don't have no more debt. When you're done working, your kids are well set, that they ain't never gonna have to want for anything. So I'm working, listen, I am working with people one-on-one. I'm looking for 10 people that's ready to make a change. 10 people. If you give me 90 days of your undivided attention and you follow exactly what I'm going to show you guys, what I've been doing over the last year and a half, okay? This ain't something I started yesterday or I only been in a month. I've been doing this for a year and a half, okay? Year and a half. So something must be working if I'm still hanging around a year and a half later, okay? I'm looking to work with 10 people, 10 serious people, 10 people who are coachable, 10 people who are willing to follow a step-by-step blueprint. We're going to get you locked in. I'm going to work with you guys. You give me 90 days, you guys will never have to worry about money again. 90 days, your undivided attention. You got to be coachable, okay? You got to be willing to follow a step-by-step blueprint with no excuses. Give me 90 days. In 90 days, I have y'all set to never have to worry about money again. Real talk. So, choice is yours. Ball's in your court. Do what you got to do. Hit me up if you want to be one of the 10. But we got 4 months left in this month. I'm not playing no games. I am here to impact lives, because the only way that I can get where I want to go is by helping people, and that's where I love it. That's the way I love it. I love the fact that my money is based on me helping people get where they want to go. So if that's you, hit me up. If it's not you, okay, sit on the sideline and chill out and watch. When you ready, you know where I'm at. I ain't hard to find. Send me a message. I be shooting these videos. I do presentations, break all this stuff down. I know this information like the back of my hand. All you got to do is hit me up, and we're going to get you started, all right? So with that being said, don't keep living off the lie that these people telling you. You know what I'm saying? If you have a career that definitely requires you getting a college degree, go for it, okay? Go for it. But if you're not for sure what you're trying to do, you don't know what the marketplace looking like or whatever the case, I encourage you to pump the brakes and really look at the bigger picture and find out if going to college is truly a fit for you. Is it going to benefit you, or is it going to put you in a worse situation? Real talk. Like I said, I'm not here to debate with nobody and say college is bad, because there's some people that have college, they found their career, they're happy, whatever the case, and I'm happy for you guys. But there's so many people right now that go to college and they put in all that time, they work hard, they sacrifice so much to get to that point, to end up with so little at the end, and then a large amount of debt to come to follow. Okay? So I hope you guys pay attention to this video. I really hope this hit home for you. Share this video if you gain some value. Somebody need to hear this message today. Somebody do. Okay? Somebody need a financial breakthrough. And I'm going to be the one to help you get there. All right? So that being said, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'm going to holler at y'all soon. Peace.